inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
The offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into touchdown Bobcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Kitchings. Here on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Oh, he's got some space. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive. Bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. Hits at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff to the single running back. And Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Texas State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got room to work.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Jaguars headed quickly to the line. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Turning it on! Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Grab near the marker, it's Griffin. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wants to throw. It's Kitchings. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They just keep firing. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They booted away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick strike complete. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Surging forward on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The give on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern. And nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. And he's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field. But you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted... to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
Gives it on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Jaguars racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Makes a catch down the right side. Off to the races. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Got his man. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Makes the grab. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Griffin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bobcats are rolling down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
On the screen, loss of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out fast. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold open.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. They have taken the lead here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Jaguars moving quickly to the line. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score South Alabama 21, Texas State.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense. Now you understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Grabbed in the middle. It's Griffin.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there, plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but is home really strong, put up some good numbers.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And with that, they move out front here in the 40.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Kitchings. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. Oh, and they get to it. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments.
Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. So Louisiana's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Temple. The screen, he's got wheels. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Bobcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Bobcats are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. 30, running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cajuns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
7, Texas State, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass on second down. The screen, he can go. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. Touchdown, Bobcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
It's complete. Spins away from 1. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To the ground with the back. Looking for room at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Griffin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll try it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They want to run it left here. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Pickup
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Stanford. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to throw, it's Temple. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. The gift to the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stroud. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the returner is stopped. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest? To the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying. All game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Using the quick game. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Across the 25, he's got room. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, I tell tell you what, when you get inside 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the returner will be knocked down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Here comes the heat. Right on the money. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. To throw, it's Temple. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up, you have to wrap up.
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
17, Louisiana, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Catch in the middle, it's Stroud. Oh, what a move to get open. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. They move on top here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Stanford. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the grab. It's Stroud. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense not showing press coverage. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cajuns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 45. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Smart move to get down with the slide.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack with just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Trying to punch it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Louisiana 28, Texas State 23.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sellers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. To the air, it's Temple. Makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. And some room to work. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this second and short. The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. And they'll take a knee.